Hi, and welcome to this introduction of LoadRunner Cloud, the microfocus solution for performance testing in the cloud. Today we will discuss how LoadRunner Cloud has taken many of the advantages of cloud computing and applied them to the practice of performance testing. First, let's talk about scale. LoadRunner Cloud enables teams to scale their testing to over 5 million virtual users in a single test. And because our on-demand cloud load generators scale automatically, you can stop guessing how much infrastructure you may need to run your tests. This can also help your team speed up the process of performance testing by removing infrastructure demands altogether, because every component needed to run your test is provisioned in the cloud on demand. All you need is a browser and an internet connection. That's right, no costly data centers needed, no software installations required. Within minutes, you can begin running your tests from different cloud provider locations from all over the globe, saving time and infrastructure costs, as well as meeting the demands of the all too common short window performance testing teams are given to validate performance and mitigate risk. Finally, with the flexible spending models offered by Microfocus, we can help you find the right fit for your needs. From small agile performance testing teams running small smoke tests against nightly builds, all the way up to enterprise-wide performance engineering groups running thousands and thousands of virtual users in their tests. LoadRunner Cloud is extremely flexible and easy to use for performance engineers. With broad support for technologies such as web, mobile, Java, SAP, Oracle, Citrix, and many more, teams need not have multiple solutions for performance testing. LoadRunner Cloud can handle it all. Not to mention the ability to run open source scripting solutions as well from tools like JMeter, Gatling, and Selenium, not just Microfocus scripting engines. So as mentioned before, let's see how we can create and run a test in a matter of just minutes. First, we need to add our script or scripts to our test. In LoadRunner Cloud, you have the option to upload the script directly into the test, or to be able to add it from existing assets you have stored in LoadRunner Cloud, or even connect to an external Git-based repository like, for example, GitHub or Bitbucket to leverage Git's strong version control capabilities for your performance scripts. From there, you can build your scenario by defining how many virtual users, the ramp up, duration, and teardown time for your test. You can even define advanced scenarios with multiple points and durations of ramping up and down virtual users in your test. One thing can also be mentioned here, that while you're not required to provide any infrastructure, you can set up and utilize an on-premises load generator component should your use case call for it, like testing an application behind a firewall on your corporate network. But rest assured that LoadRunner Cloud's cloud load generators are still up to the task and can be assigned dedicated IP addresses in order to allow them to communicate with your application or test behind the firewall. LoadRunner Cloud also provides native connections to market-leading application performance monitoring solutions such as Microfocus Sitescope, New Relic, Dynatrace, AppDynamics, and Azure's Application Insights in order to incorporate application-level monitoring metrics into your performance test analysis and results. As previously mentioned, LoadRunner Cloud has the ability to utilize cloud provider locations all over the globe in order to spin up load generators on demand. Here we can see we have added one location, Northern Virginia. But with just the check of a box, we can add load generators across multiple locations from multiple vendors. From here, the distribution of virtual users can be set, and network emulations can be applied to those virtual users in order to incorporate real-world network conditions into our performance test scenario. You have the ability to define the network emulation profiles, i.e. the latency, packet loss, and bandwidth for those network profiles. Because let's face it, that's how your real end users will be accessing your application over various network conditions. You also have the ability to set your service level agreements for key transactions being tested within your application by setting the percentile, threshold, and even having the ability to stop the test if SLAs aren't being met. You can rest assured that you are getting the results needed to ensure your application is performing to expectations. LoadRunner Cloud also provides the ability to schedule future or reoccurring runs of specific performance tests, as well as quickly viewing all past runs of a test. Now that the scripts have been added, scenarios set, cloud locations selected, SLAs mapped, the test can be run. From here, the LoadRunner Cloud service requests all the components needed in order to run the test according to the scenario that you've defined, directly from the selected cloud providers and locations. In just a matter of minutes, your environment for running your test will be ready and your test running. Now that the test is running, LoadRunner Cloud provides a dashboard for you to monitor your test and its key metrics, as well as define and share the report post-run. Now that the test has been run, the dashboard can be leveraged to understand potential performance bottlenecks in your application. LoadRunner Cloud provides you with all of the metrics that you want to track, such as throughput, hits per second, key transaction information like transaction response time, as well as giving you the ability to overlay multiple metrics onto a single graph in order to determine certain correlations between metrics. LoadRunner Cloud also provides the ability to create dashboard tabs to define and save specific dashboard configurations. For example, here's a graph set to isolate and track transaction response time of key transactions running specifically from the Virginia Cloud location selected at the beginning of the test. This enables you to identify and resolve location-based performance challenges. Also, here's a configured dashboard to measure the end-to-end performance of key transactions to see how much time is spent, for example, on the client side, then receive, and wait times. Here it can be seen that of the 4 transactions being measured, 3 are meeting the desired SLA with transaction response times below 5 seconds as set at the beginning of the test. But clearly, for the speaker's product page transaction, spikes of up to 16 or more seconds can be seen and thus investigated. Now, quickly and easily, these dashboards and graphs can be added to the report, and the report can be exported or emailed to key stakeholders directly for offline review. Finally, LoadRunner Cloud makes it easy for teams to learn and adopt the solution by keeping you up to date on new features, as well as providing an interactive help for activities such as managing assets, like scripts, tests, and monitors, creating dashboards and viewing results, setting up and leveraging the extensive integration offerings LoadRunner Cloud provides, as well as videos and feature-specific demonstrations. Thank you for your interest in the LoadRunner Cloud solution from Micro Focus. We look forward to the opportunity to partner with you on your performance testing journey.